What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Al, the electrician, back with another one. And first, I want to thank all my new subscribers, the people that have been commenting. I've had a nice amount of growth over the past few days, especially with my relationship content. So be sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and then turn on those post notifications so that you can get the latest up-to-date videos on the information that I have that will indeed improve your dating game and your relationship game. All right. So I got a comment on my friend zone video on why it is that women put you into the friend zone, and this is from Kevin Wilson 3337. And he says he disagreed with me, and that's fine. If you disagree, comment below, and we can discuss this to see maybe you gotten better results. So that's fine. But he had a disagreement. He said, "Nah, the main and reason being why women put you in the friend zone." He's saying, "Nah, the main reason is that she doesn't find you physically attractive. Trust me on this." So I replied back, and you can check out my friend zone video, and that's where that conversation to be at. But I did reply back, but I wanted to do a more in depth video response because I didn't want to type a whole book, but I want to break this down to you. And again, he's saying the main reason is that she doesn't find you physically attractive. Okay, here's the thing that you got to understand about attraction with men and women. Okay, female attraction is not the same as male attraction. Okay, I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back because I know we live in a society that teaches diversity, equity, and inclusion, and everything's supposed to be the same. Contrary to what you've been told, female attraction and male attraction are not the same. Okay, so he's looking at it from a man's point of view. Kevin's looking at it as like, because with men the number one thing is physical attraction, right? That's the first thing for us. That's not necessarily the same for women. Okay, so let's dive deep into this. Women fall in love from the inside out. Men fall in love from the outside in. So when we see somebody, that's why usually when you hear that phrase, what's that phrase? Love at first sight. It was love at first sight. It's usually men saying that. It's not really women that say that. It's usually men saying that because as soon as they saw that bad chick from across the room, we can fall in love with a woman right then and there. Women are not like that. They're different. Okay, women fall in love from the inside out. So while you may look good, while that may draw her initially, she's going to be very skeptical and not necessarily give you that relationship or that friends with benefit or whatever it is that you're looking for. She's not just going to give that to you just based solely off your looks. All right. So female attraction and male attraction triggers are not the same. You got to get that through your skull. They're not the same. Men are more so men are more so logically based. We base our attraction more so off of logic. Okay, and we had three main attraction triggers. I like to call them the three S's. So men operate off of like a trinity of attraction. Okay, women, they're totally different. They operate off of a very complex system of attraction, and I kind of put that into excuse the phone, house phone ringing. I kind of put that into seven main categories, and so whereas you look at men are a trinity of attraction. Females have a more complete form of attraction, which is like seven steps. Seven is the number of completion if you're into numerology. Three is the number of God, Trinity. Men, we were created by God first. He gave us that three main attraction triggers. He gave women complete the men. So he gave women, and that's not simping. It's according to the Bible, man have a missing rib from a woman. So that was made to be a woman. So women complete the men, so their number of completion is seven. Seven is the number of completion. So they have a much more complex attraction trigger system than what men do. We're much more simplistic. Excuse me. Men's attraction triggers, three main attraction triggers I like to call the three X's, which is sex, sandwiches, and sweetness. All right. Sex. The number one thing with men is sex, is looks, physicality. We like to touch, we like to feel. Sex is number one. Sandwiches, which you could also look at as a nurturing woman, a woman that's going to take care of the home, take care of the family, prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinners, make sure everybody's well fed, things like that. Make sure that the children's fed. Make sure that all of that is taken care of as far as nurturing the family, nurturing the children, taking care of old moms and pops and stuff like that. And then third thing is sweetness, which is basically we want peace, we want cooperation, we want obedience from the woman, things like that. Honor us, obey us, things like that. Now, this may sound very misogynistic to, especially to a modern westernized culture that's taught that men don't deserve nothing and women must be pedalized and they get everything. So this may sound very misogynistic to you, but listen and follow along because this is actually what women want from us. And this is why we're so attracted to these things. All right. So, anyways, that's with men, but we're talking about the women right here, right? Because the reason why they put you in the friend zone, and you can check that video out that I made, but he's saying looks. I'm saying no, that's not the case. It may be for us, looks is the number one thing. If we see a woman that's not attractive, we may put her in the friend zone, and I don't recommend having friends with women. I talked about that in my previous videos. But women are emotionally based. All right, that's the first thing you got to realize. It's not logically based, and their attraction triggers are not the same as us. There are similarities, but they're not the same as us. Okay, so always remember, first thing is women are emotionally based. So the I put for the first trait, for the first attraction trigger, I put physical attraction. That you gotta that's the initiator. It's like you start up the car, right? You need a starter to start your car, but your starter isn't going to run the car. The starter just initiates that car to start the engine to start moving. That's what attraction is for women. Attraction is just simply only an initiator. Okay, and then even under that, there's many subsets. Is his style look right? Does he have a certain muscular build? Is his face card looking right? He might look good, but does his breath stink? You know, does his shirt have a weird smell to it? Is it mothballs coming? It's so many things. All right. Then we have pre-selection. All right. So a woman looks for a man to be pre-selected. What does that mean? When he comes around, does he have a does he have a group of peers with him, a group of guys with him, and he seems like he's the life of that group, or is he coming around with a bunch of attractive looking women? It can't be ugly looking women. Are the women that are around him look better than her, or at least as good as her? Things like that. That's pre-selection because that shows that you're already. That's proof. Women always hypergamy is always looking for proof. It's always looking for proof. So they want to see what is the evidence that he is attractive. Pre-selection group of guys that honor him, that respect him, or women that show that he's attractive and they're around him. Okay, third is experience. Women love experience. They love it so much that they confuse it with our attraction trigger and they think that we like experience too. That's why they can't understand body counts and what does it matter. But women actually like experience. They like men that have more sexual experience. Believe it or not, that's just how God made them. Even though there are laws in the Bible, but there's a reason why men had multiple wives in the scripture. Women like men that have multiple women or that can get multiple women. That again goes back to the pre-selection too. Then number four, emotional leadership. Can you change how your woman feels? If she's sad, can you make her happy? If she's mad, can you make her laugh? Can you lead her emotionally? Also, then that leads me to number five, which is congruency. Is the man that you portray to be outwardly the same man that you really are inwardly? Because remember, women fall in love from the inside out. Six is provision. Can you financially support her lifestyle? Can you financially support her lifestyle? That's a big thing too. And then finally, our list is protection. Do you are you able to make her feel safe? And that also goes to emotions too. But I list that as a subset because that's a very important part. Can you make her feel safe? And if push comes to shove, can you actually protect her? Because it's one thing you make her feel safe, but if you get into an altercation with somebody and she's around and you get your tail beat and you get your face stomped in, you'd be surprised how many women are no longer attracted to you. The hypergamy is no longer supported. Hypergamy is no longer satisfied, and because she just saw you get your face beat in, she cannot help herself but not to be attracted to you. That's why you gotta get your weight room game up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be up in the gym, maybe take a martial arts class or something like that, to where push come to shove. If you did have to defend her, not only can you make her feel safe, but you actually can make her be safe if the situation calls for that. All right, so there's a lot more than just looks that goes to taking things to the next level with a woman. You can come there fresh all day and all of that, but if you just look good, she gonna number one right there, the congruency is gonna be off because you might look good, but you might not make her feel good. You might not give her those boyfriend vibes. You might be coming off giving friendly vibes or buddy vibes. So there's a lot more than just looks to why a woman will put you in a friend zone. You gotta dive deep into it and take notes on this and but let it happen all naturally. She can't, like, again, it goes to the congruency. It has to naturally flow, and you can't be looking like so robotic, like that you're okay. It's shirt aren't pressed or whatever. No hand, like no. You gotta have it smooth and natural. Just come in there and just do your thing and just let it flow. So I hope this helps. If you're still here to this point, go ahead, like the video, or if you don't like it, don't hit the dislike button and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so y'all have a blessed one. God bless. Peace.